Good evening and welcome to another stream. Happy to be live again. Going to walk once again on the most famous ship of all time in this new update that's only a week old. We're going to continue exploring the Titanic and we're going to check out some of the lower decks this time. Although I'm sure we will undoubtedly make our way to the top again because it's just too nice to not see it. So last week we did pretty much all of first class. I don't believe we did the bass. We're working our way down through the decks. So what I'm going to do this time, let's start off with the baths and see if this is something we had not yet explored. All right, so that looks like it's taking us straight to the Turkish baths. So let's see if we can go through any of these doors. To linen storage. I believe we saw that last week. Did not realize that that led straight to the Turkish baths. I must have missed that. So this is blocked off. Can't tell there's a door right there or if that's just, the wall. Lots of linen. That one goes nowhere. To Scotland Road. We'll check out Scotland Road in a little while. I doubt much has changed on Scotland Road since the previous demos. So let's go back to the Turkish baths. Now see, they've got these watertight doors closed. Now I know on the wreck, the swimming pools cannot be accessed ever because the watertight doors were closed there. So it must be this one and this one that are closed on the ship for real because I know Jim Cameron has done many dives to the wreck and he has actually been in the Turkish baths, which we're about to go. And for anyone who, well, I'll save what I'm about to say in just a second. Let's check out the swimming pool. Oh, so the water's actually moving. Now, if you remember Britannic, Patroness of the Mediterranean, the pool on the Britannic was actually much nicer than what you see here on the Titanic, and I'd imagine nicer than what was on the Olympic in the beginning too. I do not know if the Olympics pool was ever upgraded at any point. Can you go underwater? Ah, you can. At first, I was thinking there might be lights under the pool, but no, it's just the light from the portholes. Whoops. Oh, there you are. You can see you took a dip in the Titanic swimming pool. So here we are. This is the Turkish baths. And I know they took the guy out. That was one thing James Panka, the creative director, was talking about. If you recall in the previous demo, they had the guy laying here, which was an homage to Titanic Honor and Glory. Hey, Matt, what's up? How's your Friday evening going? What are you up to tonight? But yeah, there was a homage to Titanic Adventure Out of Time, but Panka felt that it was just kind of weird, like one person on the entire ship, and he just happens to be in the Turkish bath, so they took it out. It's no big deal, but I thought it was kind of funny. See, this room wasn't in here before. and neither was this one, so basically the same thing. And here we are, one section of the Turkish baths. And one thing to point out that's worthy of mentioning. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I'm happy to see that. I hope she enjoys her photos. So yeah, one thing about the Turkish baths, both the Olympic and the Titanic had the Turkish baths, but the floor plans were different on both ships as far as the Turkish baths go. So any of those people who might want to peddle certain theories that it may not be the Titanic lying at the bottom of the ocean, just another bit of evidence you can point at to prove them wrong. Jim Cameron, again, he's dived down to the ship many times. He's explored the Turkish baths. Again, Titanic and Olympic had different floor plans in their Turkish baths. I don't think I have to tell you which ship's floor plans match the wreck that's at the bottom of the ocean. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let's go up to Scotland Road, because we did not go through Scotland Road in last week's exploration. So on a side note, I'll be going to Louisiana Comic Con tomorrow in Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm real excited about that. For those of you who may not know, if you follow my channel for a while, you probably guessed I'm a pretty big horror movie fan. And Kane Hodder is going to be there. And if you don't know who that is, he is the guy who played Jason in 4 of the Friday the 13th movies. He is the only actor to ever play Jason in more than one Friday the 13th film. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the pool still has water in it. A car show, huh? I thought you'd be going to do your drag racing thing tomorrow. So here's Scotland Road, the forward section. I believe we were down there last week. So let's go take a look around here. See, I don't think you've been to your drag show thing in a few weeks, huh? See, this reminds me a lot of The Room, and I don't know for sure that it is the room in the movie where in the third class where they were having the big party. It's kind of what it looks like to me, but I'm not 100% certain this is that room. Oh, we have an open cabin here. And we've got another one here. So drag racing will resume soon for you personally, or like overall? Are they not doing drag racing at this time? Let's take a walk down Scotland Road. Doubt any of these side rooms are open. We didn't go in the post office last week as well. Number 6 boiler, we're going to have to check that out. Oh, number 5. Okay. I don't ever remember having a demo where more than one boiler room was visible. So, we'll definitely be going to take a look at that. And what is this? Second class steward's room. All right, heading further aft. First class main stairway. That's probably the bottom of the grand staircase. And that is the third class dining there. Sorry for the sniffles. My sinuses have been going a little wild lately. I don't remember if we came into the third class dining last week, so I just wanted to come through it again, just in case we missed it. And we have an actual picture of the Olympic right here. They have pictures of other liners that I've never heard of, or other lines, really. So yeah, let's go back up and keep heading aft. So yeah, Louisiana Comic Con tomorrow. I am real excited about that. What's this? To Engineers Promenade. Okay, that takes you all the way up to the boat deck. We were on the boat deck last week. Now, was it? Now imagine the night of the sinking. You've got this room right here, and I believe, let's see, the chef, baker, and assistant chef, and the chef. I feel terrible. I forgot the name of the head chef, but he was right here, and he came back to his cabin at some point, and he had a few drinks. Didn't want to let all the booze go down with the ship, but apparently he had made it out just in time because he came around this corner, and imagine looking down this hall, and it's completely black, and where you can see is full of water up to the ceiling, and it's slowly, ever so slowly, creeping up more and more and more. So I imagine wherever the closest stairs are, and I believe they're back here. Oh, wow. We're going in there too. That looks like the engine room. But I believe the closest steps to him were back here. Probably maybe the second class stairs. Wow, we've got all that we have not seen yet. He would have came. Probably. Well, that looks like a lift. No. I don't know if he went up those stairs or if he went up the second class stairs. But he made it up. He got on. I forget what lifeboat he made it to, but he did survive. Because I don't think it was the aft grand staircase. I know my history's off on him. I need to reread his story. So anyway, we're not going to stay here too long because we've already seen this part of the ship. Let's go down and check out what appeared to be the engine room. Check out those behemoth engines that made this thing run. Look at all those stairs. Man, that had to be a challenge to get up all of this. Ah, but you can't. It's blocked by a sledgehammer. So let's go check out the engines. Oh, nope, we can't because it's blocked by a bucket. But hey, we can at least see some of this. Let's see if we can go in the next room. See how if we can explore it all in here. Okay, those stairs aren't blocked, so we can descend down. Oh, look at the engines. They're moving. Oh, man, I wish they had volume to the engines. That's going to sound so cool when they do. So only downside to this demo, the only volume or audio of any kind is in right there at the main menu where they're playing music. Man, this is going to sound so great when they pipe in the audio for this. What's this lead to? Nothing yet. Yeah, man, check it out. Look at the engine room. We are so going to check that out. What's this? What's over here? Okay, this is where we came in from. Let's go down. I mean, we've seen boiler room number 6 in one of the demos. This is the first time we see the engines. Look at that. Oh, we can't go right there. That bucket's blocking it. Can we go? We can go up here. Crouch. Yes. Look at that. What? Man, that is so cool. I can't believe they got this in. That must be going to one of the propeller shafts, that big sprocket there at the very back. Oh, how far? Yes, we can go all the way to the bottom. What? This is cool as hell. We are in the engine room. Holy crap. I'm in awe of this. I'm just enjoying looking at this. Now, of course, we're going to go back up to Scotland Road. We're going to check out boiler room number 5 because I believe that is the first time boiler room number 5 is in any demo. I don't know how hot it would have been in the engine room. The boiler rooms, it would have obviously been, like stupid hot in there. I don't know how hot it would have been in the engine room. Okay, let's head back up. And this I'll be definitely checking out again when I'm just playing the game and not streaming because I'm loving this. Man, that is so cool. Yeah, being a stoker on this ship or any steamship and having to be in those boiler rooms, that is definitely not a job I would have ever done. All right, let's head forward. Let's see, boiler room number 5 should be coming up. This should be maybe the next door. Yes, boiler room number 5. Here we go. I imagine it doesn't look all that different from boiler room number 6, but it's still new. We haven't seen it before. This catwalk is new. I don't know if boiler room number 6 had this. And there's all the coal on the floor. Oop, watch your head. Yeah, I imagine it would have hurt pretty bad if you'd have not been paying attention to where you're walking and you go like, phew, this thing catches you in the face. And you can't get down from here. Definitely a boiler. Look at that smoke coming out of there. All right, let's go down. Oh, they've got the boiler shut. Yep, absolutely worst job on the entire ship right here. Oh, they've got the little passage for the crewmen. I wonder why they have them closed when they were open in boiler room number 6 in the previous demo. Oh, you can't walk through. We got to go up the stairs to get back to number 6. Let's see. We need some stairs that lead up. There we go. So we'll go to number 6 and see if anything has changed there. Actually, I think I might have missed it. We seem to be getting higher and higher. We have a blocked door here. No, it's not blocked. This is probably number 6. That's probably Scotland Road right there. Yep. These are probably open. It looks like there's a fire going down there. Oh yeah, the dampers are open on this one. You can even imagine how hot this must be. Let's see what's back here. I wonder if this goes back into number 5 or if this whole thing is number 6. Wait, that's a coal fire in a coal bunker, so interesting. If you could recover any piece of the ship and own it, what would it be? That is a really good question. Um, I would really have to think about that. Um, oh, wow. I I guess like most people, I've always been fascinated with the Grand Staircase. I think it's one of the most beautiful parts of the ship. So maybe that statue that is at the base of a deck. I don't know, it's like an angel or something holding up a lamp. I think that would be something priceless to have somewhere. Or maybe something from the Cafe Parisien, 'cause that's another one of my favorite parts of the ship. Maybe something from the Marconi room. Those are the places that come off the top of my mind. Or maybe something from the bridge, maybe one of the telemotors or something. Let's do something we did not do last week, and we're going to go back to the main menu. And let's do I'm pretty sure we did the officers' quarters and whatnot last week, but just in case. Yeah, maybe something from the wireless room, just because um, it's such an iconic thing, and actually, uh, some of the machinery is still there. I don't know exactly what, but I know either last year or year before, they were wanting to recover some artifacts here from the wireless room, and there was a big controversy about it, and there were threats of lawsuits and whatnot, so it ended up not happening. But I have always, well, not, I can't say I've always been, but I have been for a while now, and I continue to be a proponent of, yes, let's go ahead and get as many things off of the wreck as we can for the sake of history. And I don't mean going to private collectors. These things belong in a museum. I'm a big proponent of that now because it's pointless to leave those things there because at some point the wreck is just going to collapse onto itself and it's going to be just a giant brown stain on the seafloor at some point. Why would we not want to preserve as much from it as we can for people, decades or even centuries from now can still learn about the ship and learn about its history? I think to me, that's a big part of how you educate people about the story of the ship and the people that were on it and how you keep those memories and stories alive. I believe this one of these is still on the ship. Of course, the top part with all the wording and stuff is missing. It's just like the pole is still there. Can you not come out and see this view? It's just amazing. Okay, so yeah, the officer's quarters is not fully explorable yet, and we did see it last week. So let's go and see if we can find another area that we haven't explored. I know there are still areas we have not explored yet, but since we did the bulk of the ship last week, um, we're just skipping around using the main menu this time because it'll just go a little faster. Let's see, crew areas forward. And speaking of, since we're on the subject of ships, obviously, I have completed my model of the Mighty Mo, the USS Missouri. And there will be a video coming out on that in a few weeks. I have two other models in my possession, one that I have begun work on and one that I am about to begin work on. So I'll probably be working on both at the same time just because one is super, super easy to build. So I believe we saw most of this. And speaking of models, what about you, Matt? Have you touched any of your models yet? Let's go back around just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Oh, can you go up this ladder? No, but you can sure fall down it. Let's see. We might as well go let's just go all the way down and work our way up. Good for you. And so I believe this is where all the stokers and whatnot, they would come down this hallway And yep, this is where they would go to the boiler rooms. So they would walk down this hall when their shift was over, go up these stairs to their quarters. So you can't climb up that ladder. I wish you could. They certainly got no problem letting you fall down the ladder. Well, anyway, so this is F deck. Can we explore any of F deck? Yeah, so this is crew quarters. Imagine sleeping way over here. It'll be interesting when all these doors can be opened. All right, so here we are on E deck. So eventually you would go to the third class section of the ship here, at least the forward part of it. But I believe this is still crew quarters. Yeah, because even third class amenities were better than the crew amenities. Look at it, straight down to, I guess, oh yeah, the small little room is where the anchor chain is. One of the anchor chains. Okay, can we get back up? Thank you. So you're having internet issues again. I guess I'm assuming that's why you haven't been streaming in a while. Been having some trouble with the old internet. And D deck. Oh, we're finally getting into some regular stairs here. Not much to see here on D deck, at least not in this section. Now, C deck, this would have been the way to the crow's nest. And I believe this is the door here. Nope, this is the first class promenade. Ah, here we go. To the crow's nest. And I mean, you just got to see this view again. I mean, look at that. You've got this amazing view of the ship from the back and the open sea in the front. Man, what a view. Okay, let's go back down. Yeah, I get that. I won't be streaming terribly long tonight because actually I'm a little whooped myself. A bit tired from work and I ate a big meal, so that's kind of making me even a little more drowsy than usual for this time of evening. I do not know what all this stuff is. You can drop a deck. Is this the mail room? It is not. Looks like dirty linen. But I don't believe this is the dirty linen room. So I think that's everything to see on the crew quarters. Now we have not yet checked out the post office. They want you to fall all the way down. They do not want you going up to the forecastle deck yet, which I knew that, but man, I'd just love to get up there. All right, let's see. Let's go to the mail room. Hmm. First class accommodations. Well, we've been to first class many times. Nowhere. And here we are in the mail room in the post office. Not one of the places you wanted to be, this or the crewman's quarters, during the collision. This was one of the first areas to start taking on water. In fact, some of the post office workers were even trying to drag. In the beginning, they were trying to drag the mail to the upper decks before anybody realized the severity of the situation because they were trying to save the mail. And I believe they kept doing that till they realized that it was useless. There was no point in doing it. Now let's another place I'm going to be happy to see is all the way in the forecastle deck, the most forward parts of the deck. You get to see all of the cargo hold. Oh, we can go down there too and see more of the cargo hold. That's cool. I do not know at what level the car was stored. Of course, this looks way different from Titanic Adventure Out of Time. Actually, though, I really dug the way their interpretation of the cargo hold, and the music was absolutely fantastic in the cargo hold. It's one of my favorite pieces of music in that game. It's going to be real exciting when they open all of that up. That's where we came from. I know what we haven't seen. I haven't seen the squash court. And the squash court is somewhere around the Turkish bath. Yeah, this is taking a little longer than usual to load. There we go. Let's see. Where do they start us off at? Is this the very bottom of the grand staircase? Let's see. That looks like the bottom of the grand staircase back there. Ah, D deck. So if we head forward, we'll eventually end up in the reception area and the dining area. Sorry. And here we are. Well, let's go back down to E deck. So the only other sound in the game, the sound of the clock. And down to F deck. And the Turkish baths are there. To the swimming area. The squash court should be over here. Or not. It's been a while since I've checked out the squash court. I forget exactly what deck it's on. To linen storage. Yeah, this is where we started off at. Let me pull up my map and see where the squash court is. Okay, so I was right. The squash court is on F deck. It looks like we need to go to E deck and work our way down to F deck. Okay, so let's go back up to E deck. Oh, and I don't believe we found the hospital last week either, if I remember right. So we may need to go and do that. Okay, so let's see. F deck, we need to go up to E deck. And maybe we take Scotland Road. All right, so we need to go forward. Because I know there's a way to get to the squash court. So this puts us back on F deck. It's kind of embarrassing. I can't get to the squash court. I know it's in the game, but they show it on the map. Let's see. It's right by a level load point. So let me try loading up third class corridors. All right, let's see where it puts us. To second class forward staircase. So looks like we're aft and we need to go forward. Yeah, so we're in the stern. That's the dining salon. And it's on F deck. Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. I should know how to get to the squash court by now. I've done it millions of times. Yeah. Hmm. So just bear with me for a minute. See, I'm in the forward part of the ship. And this is F deck. I really don't see a way to get to it. Maybe something I'll just have to Google later. See, we have a, here's the map I'm looking at. Let's see. See, they have it cut off from the rest of F deck. Okay. Well, I'm really not sure how to get to it, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to figure it out. All right, so let's go look at some other parts of the ship. Let's go aft on D deck. Let's see if we can get up these stairs. We can, and it all goes to nothing. All right, let's go to first class. Unsurprising to me that first class takes a lot faster this time than last time. So loaded us on. Well, let's go down to D deck. Get a little lag on the computer here. Huh, that's interesting. I thought you could go through those doors. I thought we went through them last week. So again, if you're a fan of the movie, this is where the big dinner scene happened, making it count and all that stuff. And later on in the movie, when they're getting chased down the stairs by Cal and he's shooting the gun, this is where some of that happens. All right, let's go to C deck. And the barber shop. I'm trying to see if I can get down to D deck from here in the stern section. So there should be some corridors on C deck. All right, down the D deck. Attendant. Not sure what the attendant did. Infectious hospital. Oh, that's a bummer. Finally found our way to the hospital and we can't go in. Yeah, here's the padded room. Oh, so I see this whole section is the hospital, not just a certain room. So like all of this is considered the hospital. Oh, well, we finally found it. It's going to be cool when those two rooms are open as well. Of course, we can obviously get in those right now. So yeah, I don't think there's really any part now of the ship that we haven't seen, at least not as far as this demo goes. Let's go to the second class promenade. I think we'll take a little leisurely stroll around the boat deck and the A-deck promenade. I mean, it's just too nice to not see the outside of the ship again. And the aft grand staircase. Let's go check out the port side. Second class passengers are not allowed on the well deck because it is for third class. So second class stairs, and we are on boat deck. No, actually, we're on the A. Yeah. No, we're on B deck. So yeah, because the well deck is right below us. That would have been for third class, and the poop deck is for third class as well. Let's get up to A deck. It's a lovely day for sailing. And here we are on the boat deck. Man, this is nice. I never get tired of looking at this. And just a reminder, this is the second time we streamed this particular update. We streamed it last Friday as well, the day it was released. So if you have not seen that stream, I explore um, basically all of first, second, and third class. So anything that you have not seen in this particular stream, you can see in that stream. We explore all of the again first, second, third class. The Cafe Parisien, all the different restaurants, the gymnasium, all of that. I don't know if it makes me want to take out a film camera, but I haven't done a shoot in a while, and I'm itching to do a photo shoot again. Maybe talking to a certain acquaintance of ours tomorrow about that, because she will be at Comic-Con as well. Let's go look at the lounge real quick. I mean, I know we've seen it already, but why not? Ah, yes. Of course, the lounge is on A deck, so you can see the A deck promenade right outside. It's hard to believe all this went to the bottom of the ocean. It's just sickening. And this was the statue I was talking about earlier. I've got an up close statue of this from at the museum. Let's go up the staircase. Okay, we'll go take a look at the gym real quick since it's open. We'll headbutt. Yep, let's headbutt the punching bag. We can't box, but we can headbutt it. All right. And of course, that's the officers section up ahead. And they've got the stairs covered, so you can't go down the stairs to the A deck promenade. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'd love to know what was the reasoning behind that. So you got to come back inside, go down the grand staircase, and then go out to the A deck promenade. And by the way, next month will, of course, be the anniversary of the April 14th. You can bet we'll be live doing something that night. I do not know what yet. I have certain things in mind, but I'm waiting to see if they can come to fruition or not. But we'll be doing something for sure that evening. All right, let's go to the promenade. All right, I think we'll walk around the promenade for a bit, and we'll probably call it after that. I wonder if it really had this many deck chairs lining the whole deck. And see, there should actually be some steps down to B deck right here, and they're not there. Again, I wonder what the reasoning is for that. I think you can see in one of these windows too. Yep. I wish this was a little brighter, but this is probably correct. This whole area would have been in shadow no matter what. Well, depending on time of day. Okay, yeah, it actually looks a bit further lit up back here once you get past the enclosed windows. And there was one hand crank for every single one of these windows. You notice here's a little hole right here. And there was one, as far as I know, that was on the entire ship that operated all of them. And the enclosed windows was one of the things that was popular on the promenade, so they ended up doing that on the Britannic as well. Which is odd that it was popular and they put it on the Britannic, but they never did enclose the that part of the ship on the Olympic. The Olympic underwent a ton of upgrades / renovations after the Titanic sunk to make it an even safer ship than what it already was. Yeah, another thing about those windows too up front. Supposedly, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it is one of the things I've heard, was that uh, the boats were supposed to be swung out and lowered down to A deck, and people were supposed to climb through those windows and onto the lifeboats but because that one crank could not be found, everyone loaded on the boat deck, which I don't know about that. I do consider the source I heard that from to be credible, but I don't understand why you would want people to climb up and go through these windows when it's easier for them to just step onto the boat, onto the lifeboat from the boat deck. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. All right, so we've pretty much promenaded around the deck twice now. You know, life on a ship back in 1912, they obviously did not have the amenities that we have on modern ships. So there wasn't really a whole lot you could do besides, promenade. Hello there, Dice. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I believe this is the veranda right here. Let's go take a walk in here. Yep. That was the channel on Titanic, Fall of a Legend live stream. Oh, well, that's cool. I'm glad you were able to join us for that. I hope you enjoyed it. We've been exploring the demo 2.0 update to Titanic Honor and Glory here. Let's see. Aft grand staircase here. Of course, not as quite as elaborate as the forward grand staircase. And of course, Passway, Cafe Parisien. Dice, if you are out there still, I apologize for that timeout. My mod mistook you for a bot. So if you're out there, my apologies. It was an honest mistake. I hope you will not hold that against us. Yeah, so this is the a la carte. And of course, one of my favorite parts of the ship right here. Yes, it was an honest mistake. I don't know how many minutes that translates to. I think 3 minutes. Yeah, I think we'll check out the poop deck here, since we still can't check out the forecastle deck. I wish I knew why they wouldn't include that yet, but it is what it is. Let's go. Let's go down to the well deck. And back here would be the gear room that control the rudder, like all the equipment that would control the rudder. We cannot access that room just yet. Yep, the cowl ventilators, they were for circulating fresh air in and out of the ship, mostly in the ship. Still a great view, even of the back of the ship. It's just an awesome view. Yeah, well, welcome back, Dice. I'm very sorry about that. Like I said, it was an honest mistake. Yes, so again, for those who may not have been here earlier, next month, of course, is the anniversary of the sinking. April 14th happens to be on a Friday, and I can guarantee you I'll be live doing something that night. I do not know what just yet. I do have something in mind. Actually, Matthew here, my moderator, is he is working on something that could potentially help me out with that stream. We're going to see what happens, if things work out in our favor or not. So yeah, before I call it, is there any section of the ship that anyone wants to see before we end the stream for the evening? You can pick one section, any section that you want. So I'm gonna head towards the grand staircase, and I'm gonna walk the grand staircase from top to bottom. If no one's made a request to see a certain part of the ship by then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream. So I'm actually 2 hours ahead of you, Dice. It is 8:30 in our time. Do you think that PC could do what I told you I wanted to do for the anniversary? Actually, let's go back down to A deck. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. That sounds like a good idea. Let us go ahead and do a test. It obviously will not be tomorrow. You have plans, and I have plans as well. Um, Again, I will be going to Louisiana Comic Con tomorrow. Uh, Real excited about that. Okay, here we go. Gonna walk the grand staircase. If I don't have any requests for a part of the ship to see by the time I get to the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream there. All right, here we go. And I don't know why, but to me, for those who may not know, I went to the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, a few weeks ago. Got to walk their recreation of the grand staircase, which is just the one deck. It's A deck up to boat deck, and as amazing as it was, it just felt kind of smaller than this area. I don't know. Maybe I was expecting it to be bigger than it actually was. All right, so last time, I'm going to walk all the way down the grand staircase. If there are no suggestions, if anyone didn't have a part of the ship they want to see, or make a suggestion by the time I get to the bottom of the staircase, we're going to go ahead and call the stream there. So here we go. And of course, this is what the game is named for, Honor and Glory. And down the steps we go. Going to meet Mr. Kane Hodder tomorrow, the actor who portrayed one Jason Voorhees 4 different times in the Friday the 13th films. I'm going to get his autograph. Got a figure that, an action figure I'm going to get him to sign. And the purser's office. Oh, let's go run to C-73 real quick. Got to go check out Carlson's room. And yep, his trunk is still there. Our little, I love this little nod to Adventure Out of Time. I absolutely love it. And with the exception of the paneling on the wall, the room is a recreation of that room in Adventure Out of Time. Absolutely love it. Okay, back down the stairs. And of course, the purser's office looked quite a bit different in the game. Adventure Out of Time. This is obviously going to be more to what it looked like in real life, of course. And D-deck reception. It's where a lot of first-class passengers boarded the ship. And the Titanic Fall of a Legend game that Dyson mentioned earlier that I streamed a few months ago, they do have a recreation of what it would have been like in this particular room during the sinking. And it completely floods. Honor and Glory also did their own interpretation of it, and theirs is a bit more terrifying because, it looks so much more realistic. All right. We are on E deck. I believe Molly Brown's room was over here somewhere. It might have been this one. Maybe it's probably why they have it open. What's on the wall here? Okay. So we've reached the bottom of the grand staircase. And we'll finish down at F deck. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this week's stream. There's not much left in this demo that we haven't seen. I mean, I don't think there's anything other than for some reason I couldn't find the squash court, which I should know where to find that. But their map is kind of wonky. At least to me it is. So that's why I was having issues finding it. But I appreciate, of course, anyone and everyone who stopped by and checked out the stream. If you like the channel, if you like the streams, please subscribe. It goes a long way in helping out the channel, a lot more so than you would think. So I don't know for sure when the next time I will be live. Just stay tuned to the channel in the community posts that I make on YouTube. I know for sure April 14th I'll be live, but I may or may not be live before then. Again, just keep track of the channel for information. Thanks again for watching. Always appreciate all the support from everyone. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I will see you soon, Dice, as well. I hope you'll join us on the night of the 14th when we go live. And I've got something in mind, something special in mind for that night. I'm hoping it'll come to fruition, but even if it doesn't, we will be live